fade back in on Harborvale, a coastal town striving to rebuild. Its residents tread warily on the unsteady ground that has eroded beneath their feet. Despite the community's tenuous air of relief and recovery, there are still so many secrets to unveil.
Secrets of an ancestral curse and the struggle to contain it.
Secrets of vengeance, biding their time.
Secrets of alluring control, washed onto the shore.
Secrets of the beast within and the desire to release it.
And as we tear back the veil of these silent secrets, we shall uncover the truth of what it requires to live beside the bay. Hello, and welcome to These Silent Secrets. I am the newly rechristened Taylor, and I'll be your GM. Where last we left off, the soup group, the day after the infamous party that Isla and Grimm threw, most of the students at Malcolm Senior High School are very hungover. Throughout the day, Kanan decided to go check on Isla, who had remained behind at the home of the partied, Jason and Avery remaining at the school where a siege by Nadya and her people has begun. Before we dive into the episode, though, a few things to go over. First and foremost, as you will learn very quickly when beginning this episode, with my new life situation, a friend of the show, Zan, was very kind to let me borrow his recording setup. You'll find out very quickly that I was not totally aware of how a dynamic microphone works as opposed to a condenser one, so my audio is a little weird, so my apologies. There are some thank yous to get through to Ghostlight Media for having us on the network. We love being here, so thanks for having us here. Obviously to Nicole Tuttle-Robb for all of her incredible work she does around the show, from scoring, running our social media, being everyone's favorite Corvid-themed teenager, and then to my cast. You're all so lovely. I enjoy running for you and kind of torturing you a little bit, but that's the game. That's how the game works. It's not me. Please stick around to the end of the episode for a clip from our friends at Queer PG. And lastly, content warning. This episode does contain an attack that is centered on a high school. So if that is something that is trouble for you, we understand. And by all means, skip on over this. It will be taking place in this one and the next one. So take care of yourselves, take care of your hearts, and we'll hopefully catch you again soon. But with all that out of the way, all that is left is the episode. So let's dive into this episode of These Silent Secrets Beside the Bay. All right, so I've got just in front of me like the coolest gaggle of folks, and it's been just like far too long. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Hi.
Here.
I'm alive.
This is certainly one of the days of all time.
This appears to be a very burnt out group of 5 folks right now.
Which means that this is going to be an excellent pair of
this
episodes.
is going to be a wild episode.
Yeah.
We're going to peak tea all of the Larifs during this
Larifs.
episode.
It's going to be intense. Hell yeah. Life's been weird for me. It sounds like it's been weird for most. And we're happy to be back. Ready to I'm ready to mess up my friends and see
Should that be the goal? Is that a
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
That's
Okay.
true love.
Why
Nice.
else would you have friends besides messing them up?
You're right. I stand corrected. I'm so sorry. Keep going.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Camaraderie? Companionship?
Respect.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I'm offering you a moment to really experience emotional hardship. That's real love.
That's growth, baby. That's how we get character development.
Exactly. But I think all the small talk can be set aside, and I feel like we could probably just dive right into this.
Let's dive.
Splash.
Splash.
That's what you think. Everyone, get ready.
What?
I think
I'm
the
so scared.
scariest
I'm so
thing
scared.
I can do is not interrupt.
That's so true.
You're so right.
Guy, it's been a long time. Can we not?
I'm not going to.
Okay. Jason, Avery, you're in a bathroom. And Nadya has called Jason to let him know that, sorry, I'm very worried that you're going to say anything. I'm about to get interrupted.
You interrupted yourself.
Yeah. It was scary, okay?
I don't even have to do anything anymore.
You don't.
Your
It's just
influence
a
is
threat.
everywhere.
So, yes, you are, the two of you are in the bathroom with Cooper after Jason received a phone call from Nadya, just full of taunting, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's a little sort of taunting je ne sais quoi. And I couldn't think of the word, so there we go. Jason got shot in the shoulder with a crossbow bolt. Call went out to Agent Mashburn. And right now, you are waiting for Kanan, Isla, and I believe the stew crew all to kind of come help out. Is there anything that the two of you are doing in this restroom right now?
Well, Avery, having learned, like, what the next step is, like, oh, Nadya's out there. Avery's gonna go outside.
Like outside?
She's just gonna walk outside.
What?
She's darkest self. She's doing what she.
Okay, well,
She's
Jason's
making-
gonna try to stop you.
That's fair.
Because I'm like, hey, if you go outside, you're just gonna get shot.
No,
a lot.
But I might be able to get some answers. Don't you want to know what she's afraid of?
Hey, what answer is worth getting shot multiple times with like probably crossbows?
I mean, it depends on the answer, I guess.
It does. Okay. Let's not do that. We'll get answers. We'll figure it out. We don't need to throw anyone out to the. Feels weird to say wolves because that's kind of a whole thing right now. So I just like snakes, eels.
There it is.
Just let's stay inside. We've got a little bit of backup on its way. Let's wait for that to roll in, and then we can work on answers, whatever, after that.
Cooper butts in and says, yeah, and I don't have another bandana, so if you do get shot, I don't have anything to patch you up with.
And if you get shot twice, then
I'm definitely shit out of luck, because I don't have anything.
Okay, but I'm not gonna just sit here and do nothing. We have to think of something now.
We're working on it. We have backup on the way. We wait for them to get here, sure, but once they're here, then we can start moving.
Why are you so afraid to act now?
Because I got shot! I feel like that's a perfectly valid reason. I got shot in the shoulder. This still hurts. This was less than 10 minutes ago. And I know that there's more people out there. And I know that the moment someone steps out, they will shoot them because Nadya called me and told me that if someone goes outside, they'll shoot them.
Yeah, I've been really trying to push it down, but I am pretty confident in the fact that crossbow bolt was supposed to hit me if it didn't.
It was! Jason. Sorry, it was.
Okay, we're
fine. So, in this moment, I think it's not, explicitly stated that Jason at this point knows Avery's guilt, fear, or desire, or any of them, but I feel like Jason knows some of them. Some of those facts about Avery. And the escape condition is if somebody who knows those things about you calls you out. And I feel pretty called out.
That's dumb, Avery.
You're being dumb.
Yeah, this is dumb and so are you.
So I think this might break her darkest self.
Okay.
So, Jason, you actually, witness it. It was something Avery's eyes didn't quite look inhuman until you realized that they were reverting back to human. And they just kind of slowly returned to her very normal shape, not quite bird-like anymore. And she kind of does like take a stumble back. Holy shit, Yes, of course, you're right. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, well, it seems like we're all back in our right mind now. So let's just bide our time for a little bit longer. Mashburn, Kanan, families are, alerted that this is going on. We hold up a little bit here, make sure nobody else in the school gets hurt. And then we go from the plan that Mashburn and I discussed in detail.
Yeah, Cooper sits there with his barf bucket, goes, I'm too hungover for this. Because lest we forget, he and most of the school are incredibly hungover.
Just rub Cooper on the back. It's okay, buddy.
That's nice. That's nice.
I will reach into my backpack. I probably have like a bag of Cheez-Its or something, like some sort of cracker snack.
A little cracker snack.
Yeah, and I'll toss it to Cooper and be like, here, soak it up.
Oh, okay, that's great. Like a rabbit is just sort of munching. Like a little squirrel.
I turn back to Jason. Okay, so what do we know? What are the facts?
We know Nadya's outside somewhere. We know that she and an unknown number of agents are surrounding the school and have eyes on everything.
Okay.
And we know that Mashburn and Kanan and our families are somewhere in the process of being on their way here to help deal with that. But for the moment, we're surrounded until they surround them.
Okay.
Also, there's still like a weird hole in that house.
Right, yeah. Some nightmare dimension.
Yeah. So that's not good.
No.
But that's also a problem for after we're done with this one.
Yeah.
Is Stu Crew in the school or are they out of the school?
They're in the school. Yeah.
They're in the school.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were in homeroom earlier, so they're around. We say that they end up heading your way. They're outside the bathroom, ready to kind of get the rundown.
Okay.
And I do want to scoot us over to Kanan and Isla, who are making their way back to the school. I do believe at one point, Kanan, you also sort of called on your gang move there to get the Talbot family mobilized as well.
Yes, I remember howling into the night.
So yeah, somewhere in the middle of the day, because it is noon.
I am the night, though. So
you are the night, yes. Okay.
Why, yes, of course.
Why, yes, of course, you're the night.
Oh, when you put it that way.
Somewhere along the way, we'll say that you're... has your sister gone off to college? I totally forget.
She came back. She was at college. She came back.
Well, she had come back. When she originally had come back, it was the end of last season, right? Wasn't it? When she showed up? So in theory, the summer has happened.
Oh, I thought it was the beginning of this season. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, so I mean, does her college start before your school would or after your school would?
I'd honestly probably guess around the same time.
Gotcha. So we'll say that Maddie is not there.
Yeah.
But yeah, your aunt, your dad, your mom all sort of pull up, sort of jogging, and catch up with the two of you. Your mom says, "All right, Kanan, what the hell's happening?"
You remember the people that Jason and Jason's parents worked with?
Oh yeah.
They're back.
Oh,
and
no.
They've got Jason and Avery kind of pinned down at the school.
Okay, I'll she looks towards your aunt and goes, "Yeah, why don't you give Deborah a call?" And Katrina starts typing on her phone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, not Evangeline. Oh god, Delphine is your mother's name.
Mm-hmm.
Delphine and Evangeline, got the two mixed up. But Delphine leans over your shoulder, and goes, "Hi, Isla, how are you?"
Very good. You guys are very big, in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah. No, we're we're a pretty strong family. And she immediately does the obnoxious pinches Kanan's side and this is gonna be as big as the dad one day.
Mom, come on.
So you gonna help us fuck some corporate losers up?
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I like her. Okay. And we'll say as you two and this gaggle are walking towards the school, you're starting to hear sirens. Different kinds, both what you would expect for fire engines and police officers and paramedics all sort of flying through town. Back at the school, Jason, you get a text message from your phone from Mashburn. Ooh, what's up?
Can I tee for timeout? Do we know what direction they're heading?
They're heading towards the school.
Okay.
Yeah. Jason, you get a text from Mashburn that says Greenlight is a go. You're starting to hear very faintly the sirens sort of emerge from the distance, even from the restroom. You're hearing just a ludicrous amount of them. And as they sort of reach their critical mass, and you could guess or have probably arrived, you hear the whant, whant of the fire alarm going off. So just as everyone in the school starts heading outside, you've got a chance to, one, if you need to move, you can. And also a lot of sound outside to cover anything else that needs to be happening.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, you can guess they're not just going to shoot everyone that walks outside. They specifically went for Cooper because Cooper's someone right?
Yeah.
You have been seen around town talking with, you seem friendly with. That's what, when she called you, she said, which of your friends do you care for the most or something? I forgot what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not any looky-loo that walks outside is going to get sniped out. It's specifically people close to you.
Sure.
And so as the entirety of the faculty and student body is leaving, walking out the doors, you've got a chance to move, either exit or reposition inside the school, whatever it is. You've got cover to move, essentially.
Okay. Well, I don't think it does us any good to stay inside the school. I feel like this is about as good an opportunity as we're going to get out there and bring it to them. So,
Yeah, you're probably right.
might as well take some student cover and start moving.
No, how big is our school population? What is it, a small school that everyone's going to be outside in 2 minutes, or is it a larger one that it's definitely going to take 10?
I would say at max, a normal fire drill takes maybe 7 to 8 minutes for everyone to get out of the building.
Okay. Yeah, no, Avery was going to suggest that they walk by the drama closet and get disguises, but I think that would take too much time, so she'll just stay quiet and be like,
There's all these regular children and the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Quasimodo, what are you doing here?
We set up puppets that look like us.
It's Mufasa!
They're counting the children. It's okay, there's Isla, there's Jason, there's the Phantom of the Opera, there's Kanan.
Wait.
I love how Avery was the Phantom of the Opera.
You know who you are.
I know.
I think Jason turns to Cooper and is maybe you stay in here.
I got my nunchucks, though.
Okay, definitely stay in here.
Oh, okay.
Just because we know that they'll target you.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
that's fair. Okay.
You might as well hang out in here, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll let you know once it's, wrapped up outside.
Okay, don't die.
I'll try my best. His stew crew's just outside the bathroom.
Yeah. You walk outside and you say, "We're not." Yeah, let's say that Sophia goes, "We're not going outside for the fire drill, right?"
I was kind of thinking about it.
Well, I just mean with the fire drill. We're going outside is one thing, but we're not going with the mass of people. Yes.
Yeah, I think we need to find a different place to set up for this.
Yeah, we might be able to just get out the doors with them, just since there's a big crowd and it'll be harder to spot, but we're not gonna be like, we're not standing outside and watching the school building and in like ordered lines.
Very good. Outside, Kanan, Isla, the Talbots, as you arrive, obviously there's a lot of sirens and that sort of a thing. Lots of noise is happening. Your mom leans over to you and goes, lots of noise. We can do what we need to do.
Yeah, I think I wanted to avoid that, but I think that's what's best. This is kind of providing an opportunity that I didn't see coming.
Cool. Go get your friends. We'll see if any of the sort of the little thugs we can sniff out.
Okay. And then how close are we to the school, by the way?
We'll say that you're like, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain shut down big time there. You're a ways back, like that. Let's say that the responding vehicles have kind of made like a perimeter around the school. The trucks have pulled in a little bit closer, but like the ambulance and the police are sort of back a bit, so you're just behind them. We'll say maybe 50 to 100 yards away from the school.
Okay. Hey Isla, how good are you at hiding?
I've never really tried. So I guess we'll find out.
Okay, I'm gonna do something. And, just kind of need you to be cool with it. And if you can follow along, I think we can have more of an advantage here than we initially thought.
She does a little, bow to you, like a lead the way.
And I'm going to try and go into Unseen Spirit.
Oh, okay. All right, give me a roll.
A 9.
Very
partial
good.
Success.
So partial success. Is there anything fancy that happens on a 7?
Yes, I choose one. Someone saw me go and takes a string on me. You get to decide who. Or some destructive event occurs nearby. The MC will say what? I'm going to choose the string option.
Can we read what Unseen Spirit is?
Oh, yes. Unseen Spirit. When you vanish from sight, roll with dark. On a 10 up, you're invisible until you decide otherwise, and no one notices anything odd about your absence.
Okay.
On a 7 to 9, you're still gone, but choose one, and then that was the 2 options.
Cool.
I'll be nice, and we'll give Isla this string. Because I'm pretty sure this is her first time seeing you just turn invisible. So, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I do stuff.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta be weird.
Casual.
And turn invisible. So yeah, Isla, mark that down then. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, you watch as Kanan disappears, and Kanan, what do you do?
Basically, I'm going to try and sneak through to see if I can find where specifically Nadya and her folks are.
Are you
trying
doing
to scout the
anything
enemy.
so that Isla can follow you?
It's like, oh, I can't do that. Is there...
I'm trying to wonder, is there a way I can help her hide in some way? Is there a role that Isla can do to try and stealth? Is that a...
Yeah, I mean, I would say probably either a keep your cool or a run away check.
Okay.
And
can I help her on that in some way?
I will. What's the word I'm looking for?
Or could that be the string she uses?
That's up to her if she wants to. If she wants to pull the string that she just got on you to help this roll, if she needs it, I will allow that big time since you're sort of assisting.
So are we doing runaway or keep your cool?
Let's say run away because I think you're bad at volatile. Keep your
No,
cool.
I'm good at volatile.
Oh, you're good at volatile. Then
Yes.
that one.
That one, please.
Then that one.
So it's a 5?
It's a. Oh, so if you do a string, it won't do nothing.
Nothing at all. So I'm gonna keep that.
Awesome. So Kanan, you go invisible. You try to kind of, move a little slowly to allow Isla to follow you. And I think Isla, you get spotted, and with that, I think you get cutting right in the cheek, sort of, it sort of just skims past you, and you kind of move your head with it, and as you look back, you've got the very tasteful sort of cut along your cheek, and so mark a harm for me. as you
Sorry,
get
Isla.
shotted.
That's
And
So, question: are they like around the school? We can see them, or are they all hidden?
they're been hidden. Like Jason never got like a full like eye on any of them. Just saw like the glint of like a scope, and that was it. Aside from like the photo from like a some spot in some brush somewhere. So none of you have actually seen any of them yet.
Can we tell where the arrow came from? Or would I have to roll for that in some way?
Well, if it came across your cheek, I'm gonna say it's probably from somewhere ahead of
in
you.
Front, yeah.
Yeah. So probably the direction you're headed. There's probably one over that way.
Okay.
It would make sense.
Can I heighten senses to see if I can find this guy?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, please. Help me, dice gods.
Yeah. Ooh.
7.
Yeah, this is like 100% what this is for. When you rely on your animal instincts to make sense of a charged situation, that's 100% what this is.
Mm-hmm. So on a 7 and 9, I get to ask one. Best escape route. Which enemy is most vulnerable to me? What's their secret weakness? What poses the biggest threat to me? Who's in control here? I'm going to go with the threat one.
The threat.
What's
which
the
enemy?
biggest threat?
The biggest threat to you. I think for like the briefest of moments, you get like the hunter vision. You don't get a good sense of where exactly they all are. You do kind of like when you're in like playing like Metal Gear Solid, like you can always see like the captain is like a different color than the rest of the people show up on like thermal vision or whatever. And so you catch that like one person is definitely the most like in charge of the situation. And though you don't have the exact location, you know that there is one that is definitely in charge and is probably the much more dangerous of the group.
Shit. Okay. Okay.
I will give you that it is not the one that just shot Isla.
Is the school actually on fire, or
No.
Okay.
Well, you don't know that actually. You wouldn't.
Can I
you wouldn't
gaze?
have. You want if you would like to. You can totally gaze.
I don't know what to do.
Well, actually, on 1 second, Jason. I'm trying to remember. Did you say to Kanan that Mashburn was like trying to pull something out? I don't remember.
I think I did.
Okay, well then, yeah, I would
feel
say
like I would have.
it's very possible you know that Jason's government friend was like helping with the situation, so this very well could have been like a fake call put in by like someone to assist. So I'll just flat out say you don't need to need to roll
because that was a 3. So
well, very good.
God.
yeah, thank God.
Very, very good. So is there anything else that you would like to do right now? You just got shot. Very delicately. Very tastefully. Very
Demure.
Demurely.
very mindful.
Very cutesy.
You see how the crossbow bolt only barely grazed my face? We're very mindful when we shoot people. Very respectful. We only shoot Jason Chen in the shoulder. Very
Not
mindful.
Jason Mraz.
Very intentional.
I still have not watched the original videos is from.
It's very
and
good.
as far as I understood, I just watched like the vernacular of everyone I know warped around me with no
Within
context.
moments.
Yep.
And I was like, why is everybody saying demure? What happened?
When did this
The
word become
internet.
popular? I think I'd like to gaze
Okay.
again because it goes so well for me.
Secondary gaze.
Secondary gaze, but on something else. Where, like, I'm guessing there's like a main hallway.
Yeah.
No, let's do the hallway like by the gym because there's going to be some water fountains there,
Okay.
and if there are any there,
You're
people.
just trying to like tap into the sense of water or use the water as like a conduit to figure out what people are at.
That's a very interesting question. I was just going to have the water fountain explode in their face, but
Oh, gotcha. I love that.
but I like yours better.
Yeah, sorry. I think I also kind of cut you off, so it's 100% on me.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so like, okay. So there has to be like water pipes below
Yeah.
me leading into the school.
Mm-hmm.
So let me perhaps tap into that water and have it travel like to the school.
Cool.
And kind of maybe map out where people are.
Where's like specifically like bad guys are, or where your friends
Yes.
are? Where
well,
bad guys are.
Ooh. Where my friends are.
Where your friends are.
My own friends. Those
Your
are
own
my
friends. Awesome. Cool. Can you make me a roll?
So would I be using power overwhelming or just gaze?
Oh goodness, power. 1 second, let me pull up yours. I was sitting there.
Like I can control my chosen element in its raw form.
Whichever one's better for you.
Great. Power overwhelming.
Awesome. I love that for you. Oh yeah, you have a
It's
dark
a
as
10.
Ooh, very good. Yeah, it's like in Finding Dory when there's the beluga who's like,
Yeah.
and yeah, you sort of tap in through like the sprinklers and sort of like travel down like the pipe of the sprinkler system towards the building. You're going through like the water mains and stuff throughout the building. You have moments of like where your vision pops up in a water fountain and you're like, nothing, no one there, and you just kind of keep going. And yeah, you watch as your friends are very fittingly with the water thing in the restroom, sort of holed up about to contemplating their next moves.
So I'll let Kanan and his family know that location for them.
Cool. I love that. Do you take cover after you have been shot at, by the way?
Yes, I would like to.
Very good.
Perhaps duck behind a car.
Yeah. Yeah, see how I take cover when people are shooting at me? Very safe. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you take cover. You let them know that they're hit. Which bathroom in which hallway they're hunkered down in. I think the rest of the Talbots move, as they were saying to Kanan, take off to try and also locate more of the goons. And Kanan, you being invisible, where are you off to? Are you going to go try to catch up with your pals? Are you on the hunt?
I think I'm on the hunt.
On the hunt.
Yeah. I'm trying to, like, predator pick them off one by one kind of thing right now. As much as I can.
Dealing, you son of a bitch. Like
Yes.
from Predator. Sorry.
Hell yeah. Call me Dutch now. I'm not Kanan, I'm Dutch.
Hey, Dutch.
Yeah, so basically I'm going to keep trying to, like, invisibly sneak through the woods to see if I can ferret out any hiding spots. And anyone I find, if they're alone, I'm going to do my best to take them out.
Awesome. So yeah, let's say you start heading first over towards the one that you guessed did the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And you get your eyes on someone, and as you sort of plan your attack, we're going to move inside.
Yeah.
Avery, Jason, you're leaving Cooper behind. You got
That's
the stew
where
crew.
he's safer.
What's the
He's
plan?
better off. Yeah, I think Avery's just kind of along for the ride right now, just getting out of the school building. But is prepared to use her Raven abilities if this situation presents itself.
Okay. Well, Jason suggests... Fuck.
No, Jason, we broke up. We can't do that.
Not in the crowd. There's too many people. I feel like maybe we head out with the crowd, try to stay within cover with them, and just see if we can... Do you think it's worth it to just try to see if we can spot anyone? Like, out there? Because we don't have... I don't think we have the cover to get from the groups of kids or groups of other students to, like... the perimeter that they have us circled at.
No, you're probably right.
Is there anything in the school that we could use? Where are the school buses?
Usually they're gone during the day.
Not.
Are there any?
No.
Unless there's a garage attached to the school.
That's fair. We'll see.
Ours, we had like a bus depot on a different
Yeah,
road
like
now.
for the district,
Okay,
there
sure.
was like a
I had such a small school that ours was on the lot.
All right. Luckily, Zan has some dice on his desk. Odds or evens. for if there's a bus there. Jason, odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds. All right. Odds. There is a bus.
Oh boy.
It was odds. 15.
One singular bus.
One bus. Like, like there was like a field trip or something.
Yeah.
Like there was transpo to like a post-secondary thing that was supposed to be happening. I don't know.
Okay.
But there's a bus.
We could try to drive a bus out and use that as cover. But additionally, I feel like if we do that, they're going to know we're in the bus. So they're just going to target the bus.
Yeah.
But what if we do a decoy bus somehow?
Trap bus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there anyone on the volleyball team that you can dare to drive the bus out?
I want because but then we'll have a friend on the bus, and then they're just gonna target the bus anyway. So then
fair.
it's like,
Hey, Bash isn't your
That's the
friend,
whole
and
thing.
he's on the volleyball team.
I'll sacrifice him.
It's just Bash.
It's just Bash.
Okay, or what if we don't leave at all? What if we make this place a damn fortress and we make them come to us?
you want to home alone the school?
I kind of want to home alone the school.
I can take that. Let's booby trap the school. Let's do it.
Think you
Okay.
can get a Mashburn to get everybody sent home?
I think so, because I feel like, especially once the students disperse, if Nadya's people are surrounded by Mashburn's people,
Mm-hmm.
then the only place that they can take shelter
Is here.
is by collapsing on the school. So then it's like, it's not that they're surrounding us, it's that we're surrounding them from inside and out. It's like a reverse donut.
I love this.
Operation Reverse Donut.
Engaged.
do you get with Mashburn about setting up Operation Donut?
First of all,
Reverse?
Operation Reverse Donut.
Operation Reverse Donut. Sorry,
It's
my
just-
apologies.
A donut
It's just
hole?
the donut hole and also the infinite expanse of space outside of where the donut would end.
Of course.
It's the negative space created by a donut.
Obviously.
Anyway, obviously.
It takes Jason at least 3 minutes to describe that to Mashburn on the phone.
No, you're not getting it. It's not about the donut. It's about the frosting.
Okay, so
While
so-
Jason is having that call, I will be texting our group chat so that Isla and Kanan kind of understand what our next goal is.
Awesome. So yeah, Isla, I would say Isla definitely would probably see it. I don't know if Kanan, who's currently hunting people, would quite see the text. But definitely Isla. So what do you say?
Me or Avery?
For Avery, what does Avery say to Isla specifically? Well, to the group
Yeah,
chat,
so
but
so
to
in the
Isla.
group chat it says, we're gonna home alone the school. Booby traps at every entrance. Try to force them in. Give us 10.
Isla will text back, what's Home Alone?
Avery will send the
That's
GIF.
a DB page.
Avery will send the GIF of the the first one where they're walking through the door and the whatever, the paint can just like flies right into their face or
yeah.
something.
I think when Avery is doing that, like before you send the text, if you like glance over at Jason, he is like furiously texting like a full
The plot.
synopsis of the movie.
I love that.
Oh my god!
All right,
Jeez.
Cooper.
Okay.
His
Cooper.
phone just in my pocket.
Yeah, what's up?
Cooper, you are uniquely qualified for this. I need you to take all of the entrances on the east side of the school, okay?
Oh, I got it.
Be careful.
Okay. All right. So this is what
Are
I
the-
need from Avery and Jason right now.
Are the ball pit balls in the school currently?
Bro.
We can say they are. We can say
Bro.
they are. All right. This is what I need from the two of you. I'm trying to decide whether or not to count this as a lash out physically roll or a shut down roll.
Maybe it depends on the traps we set.
This is
Zachary.
fair. I'm trying to make it so you don't need to come up with several elaborate trap ideas.
No, but I have one already in my head. So.
Okay, do you want me to leave you to come up with several elaborate trap ideas?
No.
Just like one.
Just like one really good one.
One good one.
All right, well, each of you come up with one really, really good one. And then we'll come back and we'll discuss. Because, I think especially if it's a shutdown, you can, like, give them conditions. Like, when he's like, I'm down here, you big horse's ass. Like, just, like, really lame sort of Macaulay Culkinisms. But anyway. So while you think about that, outside the school, Isla, what are you doing? Are you making your way? Are you heeding the words of Avery and trying to push people inside?
Yes. Before that text, can we say that I healed one harm?
Of course we can say that. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you get a little water up there and it sort of like soothes your cut.
Ooh. Very mindful.
Very mindful. While you're healing your harm, you will notice that since the plan is to push them inward, you can guess that the coordination is happening because the police, the fire, the fighters and stuff that are here are like dispersing the crowd, like getting them essentially away from the school now, in an attempt to let you move all of these murderers into the school. So while you're clearing, you're just watching as like the students and faculty are sort of clearing the space, so you can really let loose and do whatever it is that you feel like doing.
How advanced is our PA system at the school?
In what regard?
Like, do I perhaps have an app on my phone that hooks into it?
Into the PA system?
Dude, I don't know.
I'm trying to think
is
of
that a thing that happened?
Oh, it is 2009. Damn.
Is that a thing that exists now?
You never know. Okay.
Yes. But like it is like you have to get like special like admin plugins and stuff. It's a whole thing.
Oh, they don't let every student have access to the PA system at all times.
That's so rude.
I will say with some fancy finagling on the outside, like to electrical stuff, you might be able to interface. You're a podcaster and a radio host. You might know how to rewire things. I'm just trying to give you credit if you want to do a cool thing, okay?
I guess
I'm trying to help you out, and you're giving me the stink eye.
Not being called out.
Oh no. Not very nice.
So I think Isla maybe has that thought, and she's like, "How can I hotwire this car?" But she's like,
go for a car now. Hell
like
yeah,
that's the only
dude.
thing around.
I love that.
But she's like, fuck it, I'll just yell. So I'll do Haunting Melody.
Okay.
So when you perform for a crowd, roll hot. On a 10 up, choose 3. On a 7 to 9, choose 1 of the options. So I'd like to like only target the agents, but I don't know if that's possible.
I am going to. I want to make this a little spicy, a little difficult. There's still some people. There's some officers and stuff. They might hear you. I want you to roll, and if you get, I'm going to be nice here. If you can get an 8 or higher, so like a 7, you get everyone. 8 or higher, you'll be able to dial it in just to get the people you want.
Got it.
What'd you
Can
get?
I roll again?
No.
Oh no.
What for?
Exactly, I got a 4.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
If you give me a really nice compliment, no.
I actually thought when you signed on that you looked really, really, no offense, Nicole, but like handsome. Like
Why
your
would
hair
Nicole
looks
take
very
offense
nice.
to that?
Offense? I agree.
Thank you.
The camera is working for you. The new Zan camera,
The Zan.
Zach Robb in HD is great.
Hey, Nicole, your husband is handsome. You dirty bitch! Why would you say that?
No, but like you're right though.
Go ahead.
There's just a glow
Let her
about
roll.
it.
Let her roll.
Let her roll. Let her roll.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You flattered my ego.
And it worked, baby. It's a 9.
There you go.
Zach's
There-
handsome.
Yeah, Zach handsome, baby.
Zach is handsome.
So on a
Zach
7
is
to 9,
handsome.
you choose. Someone in the crowd gives you a gift. The crowd brings you someone you name, or the crowd goes where you tell them to.
That one.
That one. Awesome.
So, get in there, agents.
You tell them to move.
Yes. I disguise myself as like one of their leaders.
Oh, I love
And
that.
I'm like, get in there. Go.
Yeah, dude. So yeah,
However leaders talk.
they start moving. Kanan, you as you're stalking the one, you watch this sort of. There's a moment of like, and like the crossbow kind of drops from at the ready to like, huh? And you have a moment if you want to try.
I was gonna say, you started saying it, and I was like, oh, this is my fucking moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pouncing on this motherfucker. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, lash out. I'm just trying to see what that volatile. Let's get it.
Do you Apex Predator this? Like, do you go
Hell
a
yeah.
little
Oh
hero?
boy, the claws are out, baby. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Give me just a moment. That is a 9.
Ooh, very good. Awesome. Yeah, so partial. Oh, I don't have my things up that I normally have.
Roll with volatile. On a 10 up, you deal them harm, and they choke up momentarily before they can react. On a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose one. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. The MC decides how bad the harm turns out. You become your darkest self. I'm gonna let you decide how bad the harm turns out.
Oh, you silly friend. Yeah, no.
I'm gonna choose that they learn something about me.
Right. No, I think it's just a moment of a shot gets off and it gets you. However, I think if you're an Apex Predator, you negate
Reduces to 0.
Yeah, so there you go. It sort of hits you, and it's weird. It's like when you just barely like drop something pointy, and it just kind of slightly sticks into like a wood floor. Like so, there's just like the tiniest little divot because it hits you and it just stopped.
It hits me and it stops, and I'm leaning into it and just like, and then I'm just fucking ripping.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You just tear this cat apart.
Hell yeah.
Inside.
I was just gonna say, I specifically want to slash his throat first so that he can't scream. Yeah.
Right, your
Kanan
face
be
is
doing
great.
some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah, Kanan is. Look, Kanan's a werewolf and goes a little feral sometimes.
I'm so demure.
You look like you just had a very dramatic realization.
Is
there.
this in front of me? Like, can I still kind of see Kanan? Like, I know that he's invisible, but like, is this in front of?
You were the one that could see me go.
Yeah.
I think you see the person get knocked onto the ground, and you probably see like a splash of blood, and the gurgling of someone probably bleeding out, and
It's going to be very dark pictures. Isla will remember that.
yeah, I love this.
Isla's like, I need to be nicer to Kanan.
Well, like if Julian killing someone made me lose it.
That's fair.
Oh, fuck.
Well, yeah, it's Kanan killing a murderer and Julian killing Sweet Mark, who the worst thing that
True.
they've done
But do I know
is
that he's a
owe some
murderer?
money to a guy named Rondo.
Also,
Yes.
can I please tell the people to take their time going in the school so I can give them more time to set some booby traps?
Oh, most definitely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
take a
tell
lap.
them. You tell them to mosey. Oh, you tell them to take a lap, and
Yeah.
they spiral their way in.
Exactly. Conga line in.
As inside group, as you're sort of putting the finishing touches on your Home Alone style booby traps, you do see, and I'm assuming Isla, you might probably send some sort of text to let them know, hey, people are coming in.
Yep.
And so a glance out the window, you would see as multiple of these soldiers are like up, like moving their way just like in like a weird spiral around the school, slowly working their way towards the building. Just so you're aware. All right, so I want to hear. I'm so excited to hear what you've concocted for us this eve. So we'll start with Jason. What's your booby trap like?
All right. It's mostly a lot of floor traps. I considered doing a lot of rakes just on the ground so that they step on the end and then the rake springs up and smacks them in the face.
Solid. Iconic.
I think we'll put that on the back burner. I think first priority is just going to be like, I'm going to go to the cafeteria and just find as much grease and oil as I can and just like dump it on the ground in front of doorways.
Oh, yeah. You find so many jugs of like canola oil.
Exactly. We want this ground slippery. We want this ground flammable.
Is canola oil flammable? I have no idea.
It's got to be at a pretty high point because you cook with it. So, it's probably mostly just slippery. But if it burns, that's funny too. I think so. There's that. Maybe a couple buckets on doors with flour in them, just because it's a classic.
Yeah, yours are more prank, less deadly so far.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think if there's like anything that's like, I don't know if I want to go like full like, I don't know how to describe it, but like the rake where it's not like a big like fan, it's like 4 like metal like spikes that go forward. Maybe just setting those up on doors so that they just like swing down into people when the door opens.
Yeah, you get a file and just make them pointier.
Yeah, I'd hope nobody else comes in these doors.
I love that. Very good.
That's Mashburn's job.
So yeah,
and he takes the fall if he fucks up.
Which of the two of either lash out physically or shut down do you go for?
Let me look at this. I feel like I want to say lash out physically because my volatile is 3 and my cold is -1. But so far these pranks feel more shut downy.
Say what honesty demands.
I would feel like my ego is super bruised if I tactically ran into a school, stepped on a rake, and got hit in the face. Like,
yeah.
They'd be like, "Can I go home? I'm done."
Also, I do want to take it back. I do put rakes on the ground at least a couple, 1 or 2 of the entrances, just because.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's regrettably it's a shutdown.
All right, well.
Let's see what happens.
Let's make the roll. I'm really pulling for you.
It's a 7.
Hey, it's a 7.
Hey.
All right, so partial success. Does someone have those pulled up as well? You can read the things to me, please.
What type of roll was it? Sorry.
Shut someone
down.
Shut down. On a 7 and 9, choose one from below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return. They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain 1 on them. They gain a condition, or you take 1 forward.
Okay.
Wait, what was the last one again?
Oh, no, wait. Sorry, that's on a 10 up. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
On a 7 and 9, they have it worded weird. On a 7 and 9, you still choose one, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return.
Okay. What are the options to choose from again?
They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain 1 on them. They gain a condition, or you take 1 forward.
I can get a forward?
Yeah.
Just cuz?
Yeah, well, they forward to like whatever, like your next roll in whatever it is that you're doing against these
okay.
cats.
Can you read me the string one more time? I'm so sorry.
They lose. There's 2 of them. They lose a string on you, or if they have no strings on you, gain 1 on them.
Okay. Zach, who would I gain this string on? Would it be as the company as a group, or would it be on Nadya specifically?
I would.
Just because I don't know if I can have strings on a.
Which would you prefer?
Collective.
On an
I would
entity.
love a string on Nadya.
Maybe if you compliment me. No.
Tell me how handsome I am.
This is just the episode of Zach like fishing for compliments.
Yeah, I'm just fishing. But like, you guys think I'm cute though, right? No. Yeah. No, that I'm fine with that. Yeah. We'll say that. Yeah. Right off the bat, you hear, oh, God damn it.
Just because a string of just like knowing that I got one over on Nadya in like the dumbest possible way.
Yeah. Yeah, you get her with a you later look back at the security footage and see that you both you get her with the rake, and then the moment she tries to catch her balance afterwards, she slips in a bunch of canola oil, and just full on her back, and it's slowly sliding down the hallway,
sliding back out the school door for a second.
But yeah, so yeah, take a string on
That's
Nadya,
gonna be good.
and then Avery, what are your pranks?
So I make 3 stops on my way to my doors, okay?
Okay.
I stop at the science lab, I stop at the home ec classroom, and I stop at the band room.
Okay.
I go to my first door, which is the door near the swimming pool. And the what do you call it? The natatorium.
The natatorium.
That's where I go. Inside the pool, I pour 3 ingredients that I can't remember. One of them is yeast. Lots of it.
Are you trying to make the big
And then I put a bucket full of hydrogen peroxide and I string it up above the pool and tie it to the door. The moment it is opened, elephant toothpaste. Pool-sized elephant toothpaste.
That would be ludicrous.
So then I leave and I go to my other doors where I set up crashing symbols to crash either on or right in front of the person coming through that door, either to hurt them or to alert us which door they're coming in.
Okay.
And then the other doors, I think I'm just setting up like the vinegar and what's it vinegar and
Baking soda.
Yeah, baking soda. I just set those up, get them ready and triggered with the door. So
solid.
Zach, just to ask, does this school keep any bear traps on the premises?
No.
We are in Maine.
Oh, okay. All right. Thought I'd ask.
Are there bears in Maine?
I don't know. Are there?
There's black bears.
Yeah.
Check
I
the
actually
maintenance.
think we've had this question.
We have
before.
had this discussion about bears before.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
I was having really weird deja vu for a moment.
I just don't think they'd keep them on school grounds.
Groundskeeper or maintenance shed, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
If any of you walk by Cooper's doors that you've tasked him with, he has on one of them seemingly found every fire extinguisher in the building and has strung them up to swing pendulum style. It is probably under some sort of tripwire. There is a outside one set of the doors. He somehow found it must have been for the loading dock, a big steel plate for putting between the dock and a truck. That he has put inside the one of the doors and then stuck the pads to an AED to it.
Jesus.
God damn, Cooper.
Yeah, he's thinking with his noodle.
I was trying to think if there's a way to have
an electric
a
trap,
stupid swinging pit trap
yeah,
or
fire
pendulum
extinguishers,
trap.
dude.
So I'm glad
There's
that
probably
someone
also
has done
paint
this.
cans. You could get classic Home Alone here too.
Cooper goes to the natatorium and he's like, "No, my balls." Not. Okay.
Yeah, he's either
No,
gonna
but
be
that is
very-
exactly what Cooper says and thinks that it is totally normal to say that.
No, my balls. No.
No.
No, what happened to them?
Where did they go?
No, my balls.
He falls to his knees.
No.
It's like that scene in Platoon.
Yes. Oh goodness. And as
Do you
Did
want me
any
to
of the
roll?
stew crew do any traps?
oh yes. Sorry, what was your question?
Whose question?
Do Jason's first, and then Avery's gonna roll for a thing. You.
Do the stew crew set any traps?
Oh yeah. Oh goodness. I mean, they've got Gia, who is just stationed by a water fountain and is ready to do Gia's whole horrifying water torrent. That could probably rival Isla's.
You're still in my job.
Yeah, I mean, like, you've got just, like, in regards to Vive and Holden, like, and Gia, all very offensive players, because you've got Guy, well, you don't know this, but Guy who can shoot arrows out of nowhere, someone who can just make people freeze up, and then another water person. So, like, I think they're just more being ready and doing less trap stuff.
Okay.
Roll on a perimeter. Avery, which of the things do you want to roll?
I think Lash Out feels more appropriate for what Avery is trying to do.
Well, give me a roll.
Yeah, so I did. I rolled. I got a 7 plus 3.
Oh yeah, because Bust a Polish, you can roll with Dark.
I can roll with Dark.
Yeah.
So that is a 10.
Okay.
Full success.
Full success. So what are you gonna hurt a lot of people probably?
Well, that's the goal,
That's
Zach.
the goal.
That's always
the
the
dream.
goal.
And what's good is that with it being a full success, they also choke up, and so a lot of them are just kind of stuck in your machinations.
And I think Avery's like goal and hope is to maybe get them like if I can, like I'll try to maybe like tie some people up or something, like, or at least get their weapons away from them at the very least during those moments. So that's the goal.
Awesome. So, with your preparations made, ready to rock inside Isla, witnessing a invisible cold-blooded murder outside. Not cold-blooded, pretty warm-blooded. Pretty warm-blooded.
He's a warm-blooded
It was
mammal,
a warm-blooded killing. Outside, things start popping off.
Thank you so much again for listening to this episode of These Silent Secrets. If you love the show, want to support us, there's a bunch of ways that you can do that. Like usual, the simplest way is just scroll down wherever you're listening to us, and if you can like or subscribe or rate or whatever the options are, if you could do that, that boosts us, lets other people find us, and that's great. Another super easy way is just to talk to some people, let them know, people that are on X or whatever that are looking for podcast recommendations. Send us their way. You send us their way. They send us to a different way. And then we're the direction that we're being sent to people. We zoom out and watch the dots like a connect the dots. And it makes some cool symbol that then we turn into merch that you can find at tpublic.com/store/ghostlight. Some other ways that you can support us financially, of course, at tpublic.com/store/ghostlight. Also, our Patreon at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, where you can donate to us monthly and get some cool rewards for yourself. It's $2 a month, and you can be in a private Discord server with me, with the whole cast of TSS, as well as all of the other members of the Ghostlight Media Network. That's a lot of bang for your buck. So go check that out. You can find us all over online. You can find us at our website at TheSilentSecrets.com, as well as on TikTok and Blue Sky at These Silent Secrets. You can find us over on Twitter at Silent Secret Pod. And you can find all of us individually. You can find Marcus at MarcusRVO, Nicole at Nicole Voice, Freddie at Freddie_PowPow, Mariah at _Mariah Clawson, and myself at T-Tuts Voice. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode, but until then, may your secrets stay hidden, and may you always defend your home with a set of elaborate Home Alone-style pranks. Goodbye.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.
There is silence in a desert where nothing moves and nothing goes.
Well, we seem to find ourselves in yet another fine and opportune place. Dead as it may be.
A single tumbleweed rolls past.
Well, that kills you. It'll be exactly what you deserve.
A single tumbleweed rolls past.
I've kind of given up on trusting my gut, but this feels different.
A single tumbleweed rolls past.
Don't mean to be presumptuous, but I think this is gonna go great.
There is hope out there. I don't know, I feel like I'm just hoping about everything these days, but...
Hope is a commodity that's not easy to come by.
To be touched by the spirits like that, it's not always a gift.
When I say unholy, I mean the most unnatural sort of being that you've encountered.
The opportunity awaits, as long as it's not the way we came from.
As long as it's not the way we came from.
I don't know what you think you're looking at, but I promise you it's not whatever the hell you think it is.
I want to know how to make it all stop.
Time's running out, old friend. Best be getting the move on.
And a lone tumbleweed blows across your path. Shades of the West on Queer PG, anywhere you can find podcasts.